Good day folks, Jim Langlands here from FX Charts with the currency outlook for the Finance News Network for Wednesday the 8th of August. Well, it was pretty much a range-bound session today, with the market maintaining a mildly positive focus on some sort of assistance ahead from the ECB in coming weeks to assist the indebted EU nations, Spain, Italy, Greece. The Euros are currently at 124. It's held up pretty well despite some pretty poor economic news from the EU today. Italy's in recession, and Germany's June factory orders were down by 1.7%, which makes that's in the quarter. The annual figures minus 7.8% year on year, so it's not very special reading. But the euro held up well. It got up to 124.42. Stock just ahead of some selling interest, protecting a barrier option at 124.5. So it's not doing an awful lot. If the indicators are possibly running out a little steam a little bit, so we might see some downside pressure once some of the minor European data comes out later on today. But all things being equal, I think it should hang around to 124 until then. Elsewhere, we've got the dollar Swiss, that's at 96.85, cables at 156.20, and dollar yen's a bit higher, that's at 78.60. The yen weakened a little bit in line with firm US Treasury yields today. The Aussie, that tried 106 a couple of times after the RBA left rates unchanged yesterday. It met good sellers up there, and it's since retreated. It's currently trying to break through support. There's a minor uptrend support at 105.5. It's holding that at the moment, but the indicators look as though we might see a bit of downward pressure, and an acceleration towards 105 wouldn't surprise. The Kiwi, likewise, that had a reasonable start of the day, got up to 82.20, but that broke early and got down to 81.45. It's currently just above there, 81.50, 55 area. Not doing a lot, but once again that looks a little bit heavy. Overall, it looks like a pretty quiet session ahead. There's not an awful lot of data out, and given that it's the northern summer holidays, there seems to be pretty little interest out of Europe and the States. If anything, it's going to be event driven again, and we have to be aware of headlines. But apart from that, I don't expect to see an awful lot today. So if you do want a more comprehensive outlook on the markets, though, go to the website as usual, www.fxcharts.com.au. And that aside, please just remember that, as usual, any outlook here is a personal view only and not intended to be used as trading advice. So that's about it. Have a very good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.